Sexist.
What?
School is sexist.
Okay. I
Yeah.
thought you meant the AI. Sorry, the school.
Why? Why is school sexist? You might say.
Skirts?
No.
Oh, because I was quite like that.
Why is school sexist?
Because of the bathrooms.
Nope.
Because of
PE kit?
No. It's nothing to do with clothing. That's a big clue. It's
Is it
nothing
the
to do with clothing.
The smell of... Do your hands smell?
No, because I would have brought that up earlier
Mm-hmm.
as a benefit of that.
Oh, that's true.
sexist.
Principal...
Those are just sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds aren't sexist. Well, rude sounds are.
Yeah.
You bitch.
What?
That
Oh,
would be
bitch.
Sexist.
Yeah,
That would be sexist.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a sound
good
that's
one.
sexist. What's sexist about? Come on. Come on, I've already narrowed it down. It isn't clothing.
Pronouns. Like
not-
professor.
Subjects.
Professor. Subjects, no?
Oh.
I've-
Porn. Lots of porn set at schools.
Porn set at schools. Oh.
Oh, how am I
That's
going to
not
get a
really,
good grade?
I
How
don't
am
know
I
if
gonna get a
that's not really the point of the... You know,
But I'm
the
very sex
education
positive, so-
system... The education system isn't really to blame for that.
For porn? Well, it is if you're not supported, you might go into porn. Right?
Okay, indirectly. It's not what I was thinking of.
Okay.
And that's another discussion, is that even sexist? But let's
Right.
okay, I feel like I need to say
Yeah. I would like
the
to know.
finishing times of schools, 3 o'clock. Why is it 3 o'clock?
Because it's the hottest time of the day.
Yeah.
That's true. That isn't why though, but it is true about 3 o'clock.
Right.
3 o'clock to 4 o'clock, right, is when school's shut. Why do they do that? Because mum is there to pick you up.
Right.
And they never changed it. That was true in the 60s. It was true in the 70s. It was somewhat true in the 80s. It was becoming untrue in the 90s. After that, I don't know.
Because...
But it was getting worse because it was saying, mum is a housewife. Yeah?
Yeah.
So maybe that's a bit sexist. That's one of the sexist things
So
schools are
you'd
doing.
move it all later?
Yeah,
Evening
they should.
class.
They should just, they need to do like a 9 to 5,
Right.
these kids. Or even a bit longer, just whenever they can
Right, so...
get
But
picked up.
then either end, you'd either start work late or you'd end work late because 9 to...
Yeah.
Right.
So you would go, oh, I've got to go to work, whatever time it is. I'm going to run you to your school, or why don't you walk, you lazy git?
Yeah.
And then you just coincide. There's no one there. So at 3 o'clock, 3:15, 3:30, when they walk out of the school,
Yeah.
they're like, "Where's mum and dad?"
But isn't that why you have Kumon?
Who?
Kumon, like the Korean things, you go and do extra maths and stuff after school.
Korean maths.
I don't know if it's any different. They use
really
abacus.
hard.
That
stuff.
does sound hard.
Yeah, I've never done it. But it's like, more school. Some parents are like, I need him to be a doctor.
But they only do that in Korea, or they do. Korean
No, I just
stuff
think,
in-
I don't know. I've always associated it with Korean parents.
They need to just keep them in this building longer. I don't really care if they do more because
Okay.
then we get to the heart of the problem, whereby we go, technology has made them needing to know things obsolete anyway. If you're a child in school, right, once you get beyond the point of being able to read, even writing is almost obsolete. I mean, how
Yeah.
often do you actually write stuff
Right.
down? It's becoming less and less.
Yeah.
I think you should teach it, okay? I do think that, right? But then beyond that,
There are some...
reading and maths at a level where you aren't just obliterated by reality.
Right.
Okay, so you've done now. If you've got your ducks in a row as a school, as an education
Oh, I thought that was a math
system,
question. Yeah.
you have 2 ducks. Yeah, one duck dies.
Oh.
Well, it's not really a row then.
You got a couple of ducks.
You got 3 ducks in a row. One duck dies.
That's not a row. 2 doesn't count as a row.
No, but the question would be, how many ducks have you got? You got 3 ducks in a row. 1 duck dies. How many ducks in a row? Come on. Don't want to spend too long on this.
Two. What's your question? You got 3 ducks.
3 ducks in a row. 1 duck dies. How many ducks do you still have in a row?
You still got 3, but one of them's dead.
Is it a trick question?
That's right.
Oh,
she's
I thought
right.
it was going to be.
Still got 3 ducks.
I thought it was going to be like that.
Because when does it cease to be a duck? Probably, I reckon, at least 2 months into,
This is why I was never good at
decomposition.
Should have done more Korean math.
Wait, I should have. I got ChatGPT on my phone. I should ask
You
it.
should ask ChatGPT, and that's exactly it, because that's what the kids would now do. There's nothing wrong with that, because it exists. It's a thing. They should be there till 5 o'clock when they can actually be picked up, or they're going home to someone that will actually be there.
Yeah.
Whatever that works out, and they don't, they don't need to memorize stuff anymore.
Yeah.
Because it's all on their phone. They're it's like Elon Musk. I remember him saying this. Yes, it's not. I won't take all the credit. He said your phone has turned you into a cyborg. When people imagine themselves being a cyborg, as people always do imagine,
Like sort of Borg or Terminator, because like does he mean you
Borg.
can melt Borg? Okay.
I think more like Borg because cyborg. But I mean, they are similar. It's like versions of cyborg, right?
So does he mean like what? Like your biological distinctiveness will be assimilated into the.
Yeah,
That's
so it's
what
more
he
like a Borg because the Terminator is a machine that's just had like flesh put on it.
Right.
The Terminator is never, in
That's
no
true,
way
that's true,
human.
that's true,
It's
that's
just
true.
using flesh, whereas a Borg
Yeah.
is what a cyborg really is, where it's kind of a human body that gets.
And does he
plugged
mean
in.
like a Borg queen, or does he mean like the drone?
I think probably he thinks he's the queen,
Right.
and you're
I'm a
a
drone.
drone. But I found out recently that there's hardly ever any male bees. Like all the ones, like apparently, unless you're a beekeeper, you'll have never seen a male bee.
Right.
Wow.
Are there bee Borg though?
They're all female.
Would a Borg go to the?
We need Borg bees because the bees are dying out no matter what we do, and so we need Borg bees to make up the shortfall of the bees.
Would they go to the lengths to assimilate bees? Do you think?
I don't know, but at the moment, probably not, because bees don't have phones. So the point he was making
Until
was
that
that
happens.
bees don't have phones. We're agreed on that. But he was saying, oh, you have a phone, and the phone makes you a cyborg, and we imagine, as we almost just imagined there, nearly imagined it there, that when somebody makes you into a cyborg, you are part machine. But in fact, holding a machine is enough to be a cyborg. Just holding it. You can put it down and you're not a cyborg. But when you need anything, you
How
are.
could a bee pick up a phone?
I haven't made them small enough yet.
No.
They
won't
can make
be
a
able
little
to.
watch.
It'd be like a blackberry, blackberry, and then it'd be a Borg bee Borg.
Which then it pollinates.
Because it's a
bees
blackberry.
like
It thinks
blackberries.
it's like a
Yeah, that would be, blackberries went south, didn't they?
They did.
And they had trillions of potential customers.
Right.
But no, it didn't happen. So we're all part cyborg. That's
Yeah.
what he says.
That's what.
And why would you learn anything? You don't.
I
you
think
don't need
let's
to know
give
anything.
kids phones younger than they're. Some kids aren't getting phones till mid-teens. Give it to them day one. Year one.
It
Day
happens.
dot phone.
Yeah. Call him.
Have you?
Oh, it's a boy.
Yeah.
Do you know any young parents?
Yep.
Right. What do young parents do as soon as there's a problem? Put them in front of a screen.
They do.
So even if it isn't
Before
personally their phone,
Yeah.
they just go, oh, deal with that. I don't want a parent anymore.
No.
I like the sex.
Yep.
Yeah. Giving birth wasn't so hot. Of course, the geezer just steps back at that moment. I'm all right, Jack.
Yeah.
But then they're like, oh God, there's this kid. And they're doing enough that it doesn't die.
Yep.
Like they are making sure it gets fed. But the rest of the time, so annoying.
Yeah.
And then they spread their misery by going on holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
on
to make everyone
planes.
else more miserable.
Yeah.
Everyone else enjoying their holidays.
Yeah.
Trying to. not succeeding because
I tell you what is the worst thing of all.
Yeah.
Is when these bastards buy a business class ticket for their child.
Right.
Because it's one thing to be in the back.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's bad luck if you're sat near that. You go, why have they put me here? Yeah.
How would you, there's got to be a solution, right? Maybe like a babies only.
like a creche in the middle of the plane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
A little
soundproofed.
kindy.
Soundproofed.
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the parents have to be there at all times.
Yeah.
So they sell more seats.
Yeah.
Because if you kind of take out a few toilets, or
Tricky.
like this, some of the seats, take out like 20 seats,
Mm.
and then put 30 people in the creche. 30 people that would take up a seat.
Yeah.
So they're kind of shoulder to shoulder, and they would all be holding a kid.
Mm-hmm. Is this a math? I thought it was a math question.
Could be, but these are the things they need to learn.
Sorry, it just brings up a lot of bad memories from school when someone starts.
Could just suddenly.
Yeah,
Now
I'm
you
back.
have So you have the area of 20 seats on a plane.
Right.
Those seats have been
Cordoned off.
removed.
Yeah.
You now have 30 adults in the space of the 20 seats, and
No, just asking.
and 15 children, 45 souls.
45 souls.
Yeah, that's what they say. Souls on board. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they go. So you got 45 souls
45 souls
in the area of 20 seats.
in the area of 20 seats.
What is
on
the
a plane.
what is the value of that area,
What's the value?
and what is the profit made?
The profit made is happier customers.
If it's soundproofed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Repeat customers.
Now the soundproofing might reduce the amount of people you could get shoulder to shoulder.
It
in
wants
the
to know
crash.
how long they're on the flight for.
7 hours.
7 hours.
Mhm.
Right,
We're going to New York.
Yeah.
to New
And
York.
I'm being kind there because normally it's longer than that.
Yeah. It says I've run out of a free trial.
Yeah.
And that's the answer.
See, that's it. That's it.
Gosh, that was some really good quality entertainment, wasn't it? Your life has been improved and it didn't cost you a penny. But you must still pay. Subscribe to the channel or you will meet with a revenge so swift and crushing that you'll barely even notice it. Don't believe me? It might have already happened and you can't tell.